Here on YouTube, among the NoFap community, we're sold a dream that I once was foolish enough to buy. We're sold a dream that within 90 days, our very lives will change, and all our desires fulfilled. You know what I'm talking about, the 90-day NoFap benefits videos that you and I have seen far too many of. It's unfortunate because this is just an elaborate lie spun to bait young men, especially those who genuinely want to help themselves, into watching these videos. In fact, the mindset these videos instill in us is almost addictive. We keep coming back to them for short-term reassurance, comfort, and motivation. Ultimately, the all-too-common NoFap timeline videos is just another pitfall for young men. I know because I personally fell victim to it. Let's take a step back and look at the situation rationally. Do you really think your body knows that after a 90-day streak, it needs to suddenly flip a switch, become more masculine, produce pheromones, and grow facial hair? Let's be honest, we all know this isn't biologically logical, but this is what many YouTubers claim, and also what their viewers fall for. Worse yet, when young men fail at this practice, they keep coming back to these detrimental videos in search of further guidance. They may leave motivated and satisfied, but because these videos impart such a poor mindset, they relapse and come back for more, in the process reducing their own self-esteem and sense of worth. Can you now begin to see the vicious cycle perpetuated by all the fake NoFap gods here on YouTube? A cycle which, unfortunately, really only benefits one party. To make matters worse, these extreme YouTubers have somehow managed to convince us that all alleged NoFap benefits are lost upon the first relapse. That if you relapsed after a 7-day streak, you've somehow lost. That it's in some way a failure if you went from being a daily masturbator to breaking a 7-day streak. I used to think that way too. I saw relapsing after 7 days as a failure and was so hard on myself. But now I look back and ask myself, in what world is going from being a daily releaser to maintaining a week-long streak a failure? That is a massive improvement if I've ever seen one, something that should be deeply congratulated. Because that's what I'm all about here on this channel, appreciating the small acts of self-improvement. But these NoFap YouTubers have instituted such a toxic culture around NoFap, that people are blind to the progress they've made in the face of others' achievements. The truth is, there's no such thing as a NoFap timeline, and tying your hopes, goals, and dreams to an imaginary number or date is setting yourself up for letdown. The only NoFap goal you should have, is making NoFap so ingrained in your life you completely forget about it. I can't count the number of times I've gotten frustrated because I couldn't achieve a goal I frequently saw others attain with ease, and this had the disastrous effect of inhibiting my growth mindset. Successively failing to hit the 90-day benchmark made me think that even if I put in all the necessary work, I was never going to see results. I was never going to get the dream body, make any money, or get any girls. And in a twisted way, for a period of time, NoFap became the root of my insecurity, frustration, and anxiety. But I learned it wasn't NoFap itself that did this, rather, it was all the people I was learning about NoFap from. The teachings of this community parasitically sapped me of what made me a man. As I grew from this experience, I realized that I was much better equipped to share knowledge of the practice of NoFap. Furthermore, I came to understand that I had a responsibility, even an obligation too. I could acutely relate to and empathize with the people who genuinely needed my help, because I myself was once in the exact same situation. Anyways, my tangent is over, although this whole post was essentially a giant tangent. Ultimately, I just want to be a better leader than the people that I previously sought guidance from. I want to be what I needed when I was younger, but failed to find, a voice of reason, within this community lacking the ironically elusive common sense. NoFap is the ultimate habit, that much I'll stand by until I die, but the people within the community just tarnish the practice with all their self-proclaimed blasphemy aimed solely to solicit viewership. At the end of the day, I keep it real with you, and because of that, I know I can be the pinnacle voice that represents the leadership young men need today.